we have the South Carolina Democratic Party State Convention coming up at the end of this month. It's the biggest event statewide of the year, and a lot of special things are happening. April 28th through 29th. Saturday the 29th is the actual convention itself. A lot of details about this convention are inside your agenda. So if you want to learn more about it, look in there. Plus, go to the website that I provided here for the convention, because there's so much more information about lodging, about food, and other events happening that weekend that you're just going to have to go to the website to learn about. But I want to cover some core items. First off, that Friday night is what they call the Blue Palmetto Dinner. This picture you see on the left is a group of us that went last year, and I think we saw Vice President Kamala Harris speak to us. It was a wonderful speech, well worth going. Great dinner, great environment. It's in a different location this year, the convention and the dinner. It's in Columbia, but at the fairgrounds, the state fairgrounds, and there's different buildings there. So this dinner is going to be held at one of those buildings. The details are inside. The Democratic Party of Greenwood has secured a table of 10. So I took a quick survey in an executive committee meeting, and there was enough interest that said, let's go ahead and purchase 10 tickets, $100 a ticket, but I'm hoping to be able to find 10 great people to go that night, enjoy a wonderful evening with the dinner at the Greenwood table, and then we have Clyburn's Fish Fry afterwards. If you didn't get enough food, you can always go to the Fish Fry, which is downtown, which is always a lot of fun. So if you have that Friday night free and you would like to join us, please get in touch with me. My contact information is in the agenda. If I can't get these tickets sold, I'm going to have to be on the street scalping them. And I don't want to have to do that. So I would love to have Greenwood County Democrats committed and going. So far, I've got 4 seats secured. 4. So I want to get commitments from 6 more to make sure we have a full 10 that are going. Also want to talk about the delegates. The most important thing happening at this convention is that we are voting on state party leadership. It is no secret that the Democratic Party of this state has suffered loss after loss over the last few years, and it's been a rough time. Trav Robertson and the organization have decided not to run again, so we have new leadership coming. We got to see many of them at our convention last month. But we need to fill all of our delegate seats. We have 13 men and 13 women allocated to Greenwood who can cast a vote for state party leadership. Other counties have their numbers based upon population. I have put inside this agenda the list of delegates that we have so far, and you'll see that we have 3 open, 3 men, 3 women. How do we fill those 3 seats? We go to the alternates, and you'll see them listed here as well. If you're listed as an alternate, we may tap you on the shoulder and bump you up, see if you can be a delegate. I think we've got the 3 men already secured, but what I want you to do, if you're here and you see your name, I would love for you to confirm with me that you are set to be a delegate and that you can go. If you wish to be an alternate, and I'm looking more for the males because I have fewer male alternates, let me know as well and I can put you on the list. But this month, I need to get a firm commitment from 26 of you that you will be there and that you will vote. I won't tell you how to vote, but we should take advantage of every vote given to us. Any questions about that? All right, great. Now I will also share with you some things have gotten interesting. Who is running for state party leadership? Well, we met the 3 candidates for chair at our convention. And if you missed the convention, you can go to our website or go to our YouTube channel and you can watch their speeches from March the 4th. And they are Catherine Fleming Bruce, Crystal Spain, and Brandon Upson. And if you need some help making a decision, I can offer you my opinion. I've already come out and endorsed Brandon Upson and his slate. But again, if you don't know these candidates, you have this month to get to know them so that when you cast your vote, it is an educated vote. But the filing deadline was yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, but the filing deadline was this past week, and a whole bunch of additional people have filed. Let's talk about who. So these are the 3 chair candidates. That hasn't changed. For first vice chair, we now have 10 candidates to choose from. 10 came out of the woodwork. We knew Mary Garrett, we knew Maya Rivera Vasquez. Those were the 2 that spoke to us last month. But in addition, Trav Robertson put his name down for first vice chair. Jalen Elrod, 2-time speaker at our breakfast meetings. Colleen Condon, she was the chair of the Charleston County Democratic Party back in the day. Chris Fideli, former congressional candidate, and he also spoke here. He used to be a public defender here in Greenwood. So he has ties to Greenwood. Johnny Cordero, Carlton Boyd, Lenore Jackson, and Archie Parnell, who is also a former U.S. congressional candidate. We have 3 congressional candidates, former chairs of parties, the former chair himself, all running for first vice. Now this gets interesting. The first person we're going to vote on is the chair. So you've got Brandon, Catherine, and Crystal. Depending on who wins that will knock some of these people off the list, because there's a diversity rule in the convention rules that said whoever is chair, the vice chair, the first vice chair, must be an opposite gender. So if Brandon wins, that knocks out all the male candidates. If Crystal or Catherine wins, that knocks out all the female candidates. So it could get very interesting. For the first time in many years, being a delegate is going to have some serious meaning at these conventions, and so I'm excited for it. For the second vice chair is Myra. Again, we met her already. And Melina, she spoke with us here at the convention last year. And then for third vice chair is Erica Sampson, Michelle Brandt, and John Wright Jr. I don't know that last name. But there's a lot of names to choose from. They will all speak. They will all introduce themselves at the convention. And we have choices to make. All right, so I'm going to leave that. Any questions about the convention? All right, I hope that you can be there. You don't have to be a delegate to go. It is open and free to anybody. So you can just show up, watch the fireworks happen. You'll sit in a non-delegate section, because we got to keep the voters partitioned. But if you can come on out. It's one of the best times of the year to be around the most Democrats you will ever be around. So it's